Eddie Van Hughes, how you doing, brother? Thank you so much
Doing
for coming in here and talking to some of these people. There's a bunch of people trying to figure out if we're real, are we crazy? Is it what is this Facebook thing that I found, And so I really appreciate you coming on here to talk a little bit about your experience with Fit Dad Syndicate. And I know going back in time, you're 2 years out of the program, which is kind of cool. I love talking to someone after the fact because everything we talk about is sustainability and eradicating your problem. And can you permanently do what we teach you how to do and still live a dang good life and go enjoy yourself? So I love the fact that we're having this conversation. And I wanted to let people know this is a 2 year old dude. He's been out of the program 2 years. But going
Yep.
back in time, I know Mindy's your wife. At the time, you were married 21 years. Now it's 23. You had two kids. You still do. John, 17 at the time, Jenna, 15, now 19 and 17. And I know you'd sold you had a business opportunity, obviously, where you sold your business. You're a busy guy building a business to sell a business to do other business, and you didn't have a lot of time to deal with because you had family obligations. So I know coming in, there was a lot on your plate about what you wanted to do, but I also know you wanted a six pack you could keep forever. So with that being said, why don't you tell everybody on here maybe some of the things you were struggling with, Eddie, prior to coming in this program? That kind of triggered the pain point saying, I got to do something. I want to just fix this problem. What were those things for you?
Sure, Chuck. Thanks for having me on here, man. This is really cool to be able to do this. So I was always that guy. I was athletic during high school, during college, everything kind of goes. Then you have your kids and you try to stay fit, but your dad bod catches up to it in your 30s. But I was always that guy who was in the gym, working out. Then when the CrossFit movement came in, I was real big into that. But I just was big and bulky. That was my biggest concerns is I got stronger. I was able to do movements and do things, but I just didn't feel fit. Um, I think that, if you were to size up, each person has their own goals of what they want their body to look like, their image to look like. Mine wasn't in my head wasn't on my body, I guess. And I liked more of you and I talked before. I remember several years back, being ripped, being thinner, that type of thing. I didn't need to be big and bulky, and just the workouts I was doing were tough and I couldn't get down. I didn't know what to do. So I was thinking, the working out, the eating, whatever it was, I just wouldn't match up to what was in my head and my ideal and what I wanted to get down to. So that's when I, found out about you guys and started made the phone call and did the interview with you guys to see what it was all about, man.
Awesome. Well, I know you're a high achiever. I mean, not many people at your age. I mean, at the time when I first talked to you, you're 43 years old. So you're one of the young bucks. You're one of the young bucks at the time.
Okay.
But I mean, you build a business, you sold it. So I
Yep.
know at that level, sometimes we just have this in our head, we have expectations for ourselves at a high level. We don't compare ourselves to other people. It's like, no, I have a Eddie Van Hughes idea in my head of what I think I should be doing, and you weren't accomplishing that. So I love the fact that you had that standard for yourself, and that's cool because a lot of people don't. So I love the fact that you did. What were some of
Yeah.
the concerns you had as you're making a decision to come in this program? Like, what were the things that were kind of going through your mind, maybe, hesitant or skeptical prior to joining Fit Dad Syndicate? What were some of those things in your head?
Well, just to be completely honest, man, I didn't know what you were about. I didn't do a lot of research. I didn't see, but I'm one of those guys. I'll try anything in life at least one time here, and I've tried different things, and it's worked, and it hasn't worked or whatnot. I'll just keep trying it and see. And I've tried. I did try a lot of stuff, and it wasn't. It was fitting a square peg in a round hole. It just really wasn't working for me. So I had a buddy that went through this with you, and I want to say he was probably a good month, maybe even 2 months ahead of when I signed up. And I was like, damn, he's got some good results going on. And then you see pictures of these guys, yourself and Matt, who are 10, 15 years older than me and look better than me. And I'm like, I want to do that. That's my idol right there is Chuck. I want to have you know, his a poster of him is what I want to look like. And so I'd seen that. And so I didn't have a ton of concerns because I didn't have a lot of knowledge about you guys. But since I had a friend who did it and he did well, you guys did well, you guys prepared me very well for just being open. I love to try new stuff in life, man. And so just getting it and going through with it, and then once I did commit to doing it, being an entrepreneur, being a business owner, I'm probably more towards that type A personality that once I see it, dude, let's go. Game on. My mind, half of what you do when you want to lose weight or whether you want to gain weight or gain muscle or whatever you want to do in life in general is just putting your mind to it. And your mind's the biggest battle that you have to, face. And once you get your mind set on something with you guys, and here's what we're going to do. And we did this journey together for a few months with Matt, it's fantastic.
Awesome. Well, you know what? Here's what everybody wants to know. They're like, okay, so what were his results? So let me just pull your picture up, and I want to tell everybody. Where's my screen share? There it is. All right, this 63-year-old dude sometimes doesn't know technology. Anyway, can you see it on there?
There we go.
Here we go.
That's
So
my
this is Eddie.
bathroom.
The cool thing about this, Eddie, is that I talked to Eddie, and I hadn't talked to Eddie for a while. I mean, we had been out of communication for a while, but I texted him, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing, bro? What's going on? How you maintaining?" He goes, "Well, just as a matter of fact, let me shoot you my picture." So this is not after the program. This is after 2 years of being out of the program, and that he looked like that when he left the program. But I think the magnitude of this is this is 2 years later. So you have
Yeah.
maintained this. So what are your results, and are you happy with your results? And was it that difficult to do?
Yeah, man, this picture was like 2 weeks ago, to be honest with you, because I see there's like something to clean the gunk off your bathroom in the back, and I remember doing that right there by the by the bathtub head, and that's pretty recent. So yeah, there you go. I started out at about 225, and I was not fat 225. I was a just thicker, bulkier. I still had maybe an ab or two, but I had some muscle. But like I said, I wanted to be lean, and I ended up getting down. My goal was 200. I got there pretty easily. Then Matt and I had a competition. We're both going to the Caribbean. Matt was going to Cabo, and we said, all right, I'm going to push you, and I'm going to get down to 190 before you do. And I got down to 190 in, let's just say, about another 2 to 3 weeks, and I smoked Matt. He wasn't even close, So I got there, and then I said, you know what? Let's just go one other more step. And I said, because I was that guy, I wanted to be down an even 40 pounds. So from going from 225 to 185. So right now, I pretty much sit around 185. I live in a 5 pound window of 185 plus or minus, 5 pounds, and I weigh every day. Still enjoy the things that were taught to me by you and Matt during that time. I do it every day. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. When I go on vacation, I bring myself down to the bottom of my 5 pound window. I go on vacation and I go enjoy life. I enjoy going out with my wife, having a 6 ounce filet because I'm too skinny now to eat a 10 ounce, but I still enjoy my dessert. I enjoy, having margaritas or something, and I have at it. And I don't look back. I don't think about it. I don't look at that. So this is a lifestyle. Then when I come back from vacation, I know that, hey, look, it's back to kind of game on. I'll let myself get back in the routine of, being a little more disciplined, but it's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. I don't diet. I've dieted before, and diets come and go, So anytime you can do something, man, and you incorporate it into a lifestyle of what you have, and you just have a mindset and you battle that mind and you get a right mindset about it, it's easy. And so this is the way I live my life now.
It's pretty
So
much
yeah,
the way everybody else lives their life. And everybody lives their life where they're trying to do a diet. It's restrictive. I can't have carbs. I can't do this. I
right,
can't have a margarita. What do you mean? Well, we're sitting in
screw
Grand
that.
Cayman Islands. We're going to have some margaritas. It's like, and so
Screw
people
it.
it's a sad thing because people don't
Yeah.
know how to do this and they're trying all these things and they're fat and nothing's working, and I know you felt the frustration. You were never fat, but you were not. I mean, come on, 40 pounds is 40 pounds. That's pretty awesome.
Dude, I
So
didn't know how to do that. I mean, whenever it's like, hey, you have 40 pounds, I mean, just go pick up a 40-pound dumbbell. That's heavy. That's a lot to pull up. That's a lot to stand up. That's a lot to move when you're running, when you're walking, whatever you're doing. I mean, that's just a lot of extra weight you're carrying around. And you're not carrying it in one spot. You're carrying around your arms, your waist, your back, your butt, your legs. That stuff's around your heart. It's around, your organs and everything else. And when you just shed that, and you can honestly say I'm 40 pounds lighter, I mean, not only do you look better, and you feel better off of that, but you're healthier, In this picture that I took right here, I did the bod pod, right after that. And you said I was 46, and I don't know how accurate these things are, but we'll call them accurate because I like the results. It said I had the metabolic age of a 34-year-old. So we're going to say we believe it 100%.
Well,
You know,
Matt beat you on that one, dude, because Matt's metabolic age was 11. He's 65 right now. It sounds like stupid. It's like, come
that
on.
means he hadn't even hit puberty yet, man.
I know. And I always tell them, is that your mental age or is that your metabolic age? But anyway, we always have
Yeah.
clients when they go get those tests and the metabolic age obviously gets lower. And like I said, you're a young buck, man. I'm 63. And by the way, I lost 60 pounds, man. Originally, when I came in, I thought I had 20, 30 to lose. And I did the exact same thing you did. I'm like, holy cow, this is not that hard. I used the mirror as the barometer when I wanted to shift gears and put a little muscle on. I lost 60 freaking pounds and I've kept it off. And that was back in my early 50s, and I'm 63 now. So this can be done. And you're set for life, which is a beautiful thing. So I have a good question for you here. And this is a
Let's do
question
it.
a lot of people care about. So, and I think the answer is pretty obvious. Is this something you think you can maintain for the rest of your life? Because one of the commitments we make is that the result you get in our program, you're going to be able to do it till you're 100, or we don't release you from the program. So, what is the answer to that? Is this something you think you could do the rest of your life?
I've answered that one in this last 20 minutes of chit chat in here. It's not something I think, it's something I know, and it's something I will do. I won't change. I won't try anything else. I won't be looking for anyone else. Hopefully I stay in touch with you guys, over this and we can help people through, getting there. But yeah, there's zero doubt in my mind. This is something I'll live there till, God takes me home to be living this way on this earth.
That's awesome, dude. And so, so the one reason people are here listening to this at like 2 in the morning, and whether it's, maybe it's 3 in the morning, they're like, oh my God, I'm going to talk to this guy. Is this something like they're trying to determine, is this something they should do? So for someone sitting on the fence that's perusing through all these testimonials here, what would you say to the guy sitting on the fence? It's kind of like wondering, is it real? It's Facebook. I'm skeptical. What would you say to that guy?
I would say number one, yeah, don't believe anything you see on Facebook. Just could be out there without having some facts behind it, and what you guys have is facts. I'm just a normal dude from Texas who went through this program here. I'm a dad, like you said. I have the same struggles, the same, things that I deal with every day, just like the normal American is, that's out there. So everything in life, like I said, I don't have a problem giving in trying something new. But if you have, the willpower to do something and try something new, as long as you follow a program here, you follow the coaches, you listen to them, you understand what you can do. Like I said before, you're not dieting, you're not signing up for something that's just going to come and go in a few months and you get back on it. It's a lifestyle. So if I told anyone who's listening to this, man, if I got a secret, yeah, it may cost you X amount of dollars, but if you did these things and you followed it for 2, 3, 4 months, but that gave you the results you wanted, then you can just live by those the rest of your life. Man, I think a lot of people sign it up and say, hey, I'll pay X amount of dollars to live like this the rest of my life.
It's called
So
a value proposition, bro. There's either value or there's not. And the value is that to eradicate these problems, so many people have so many problems in this country,
yeah,
bad, and it just derails them. So I'm thrilled that you said
yeah.
yes to us. I'm thrilled that you were part of our community. And I'm thrilled when I got to actually talk to you last week, and we texted each other just at your results and how you maintain it. Because it's always cool to just see that and talk to our previous clients. So thank you so much for coming in here. And if you want to book a call and talk to me, anybody that's listening to this thing, somewhere there's above or below, there's a link. Just book on the link. You could book a call and you can chat with me. And I'm not here to sell you something, hard sell you. I'm here to make sure you understand what we do so you can make a determination if, in fact, you would like to go to the next call. So this is a very brief call initially. And so thank you, Eddie. I appreciate it. And
Well, and I'll even one up you there, Chuck, and this is improv right here. But if you did have someone who just wanted to talk a little, personally for me one on one, you feel free to hook me up with anyone who does reach out to you because of this testimony.
up, dude, I appreciate it, man. So anyway, have a great
Cool.
one and go enjoy all those games you got with your son following around the world. And you put yourself in a great position to go enjoy life and be as fit as you can while you're following him as far as his athletic career. So,
All
Eddie,
right.
pleasure to talk to you, dude. Thank you.
Thanks, man. See you.